done? In other words, my final question, what can be done? We've talked what people should do, but as a community, what can be done?
Right. Well, I think the CDC has put out this diabetes prevention program, okay? And there are places that are certified for this, or they are DPP certified. DPP is the Diabetes Prevention Program, which precisely does that. So it works with communities, organizations, and that sort of thing in order to find those cases of patients who will have pre-diabetes and that are susceptible to an early intervention to try to decrease the risk of developing diabetes later on in life. There are several healthcare organizations. Baptist, for example, does that. Is a center, a DPP certified center. And there are a lot of community health interventions in terms of lectures. I have given a couple to the community, sometimes in the health channel, which is something that people have access to on TV, community fairs or health fairs that they have checked people with finger stick checking for A1Cs and so on. So and I'm sure there are other organizations in the area that have done something similar. I can tell only about Baptist what Baptist has done. And engaged in sort of community approach to try to reach these people. So there are sometimes lectures in companies and so on that are given to, for example, I gave one to the employees at the Doral City Hall and that sort of thing. So there are some initiatives that are supported by the CDC and the ADA, at least in the paper. No, not necessarily financially. All right, but this is something that obviously the media can help. There is the Diabetes Month in the month of I can't remember now when the Diabetes Month is. I think it's somewhere in the middle of the year. I can't remember. And then during those years, in that period of time, more campaign is done and so on. There are blogs and websites and so on. In reaching out people sometimes is difficult because it is difficult to explain to somebody, and I encounter this every day, that you should do something to prevent something from happening. It's different when you take a medication, for example, because you have pain, and you experience relief of the pain by taking the medication. Right.
So it's easy to see,
from a patient perspective.
Right.
And so these are the things, but in reality, is education, campaigns and so on, to help people to understand the importance of routine preventive care. How important it is to go visit your doctor once a year for anything. Like this is good or essential to any disease, hypertension, diabetes. The silent killers in general. But also, if you belong to one of the high-risk categories, then for more of a reason, you should go and have yourself checked.
Well, and again, I think it goes, I know when I've done other stories on other, like you say, silent killers, is you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink. So part of it is people are aware, and it's like people know they have to lose weight. Losing weight is a whole other... do it. They know they have to exercise. Actually doing it is different too. Unfortunately.
The funny thing about diabetes is that, and this comes from the DPP, the Diabetes Prevention Program. The amount of weight you have to lose to really decrease your risk of becoming a diabetic when you are a pre-diabetic is not that much. You only need to lose 5 to 10% of your body weight if you're a pre-diabetic to reduce your risk of conversion to diabetes by 60%. So It's simple things. So if people understand that, they may not get to their ideal body weight or whatever. And when people lose 5% of their body weight when they're trying, they're usually frustrated. And I'm trying to explain to them, no, you should celebrate it. You have now decreased your risk of becoming a diabetic by 60% if you're a pre-diabetic. So the point is, any type of weight loss, even minimal like 5%, can actually help.
Mm-hmm. Right. So you don't have to think, I have to lose 40 pounds. It's going to take me forever. Right.
Exactly.
Right. Now, is there anything I haven't asked or we haven't covered that you think is important in a story of this kind?
Well, this is directed to Hispanics, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this population, it's important to understand that there are other ways of eating. Okay, like the rice is not essential. Here, oftentimes, I can't eat if I don't have rice. All right. Well, that's of course you get into this comfort zone and you convince yourself, okay, I can't eat if I don't have rice, so therefore I have to have rice. Well, no, you don't, right? So convince this population that there are alternative ways of eating that don't involve necessarily highly concentrated energy foods. It's one thing, and then the notion that they need to go to their physician even when they feel okay. That it's necessary to have an annual examination once a year. And finally, define for them the high-risk groups. I think that's very important because they might identify themselves in one of these high-risk groups. Now, also, what really drives sometimes, this is usually women, are a bit more responsive to this. Men are a bit less responsive. But men would be more responsive to things like, this is going to sound crazy, but for example, you can get erectile dysfunction if you're a diabetic and you don't take care of it and you don't find it on time. So things that appeal to people that are going to hook them into really
into doing something about it.
Into doing something, right? Because at the end, now I don't know. This is an article in the Miami Herald.
Yes, and it's a special health section.
That's the thing. The population we're talking about, or at least the population I am talking about, is a population that is much less likely to read this article. Right.
Yeah, I think the people who read newspapers tend to be better educated, tend to probably be following, Yes,
so they're going to go visit the doctor and so on. So this is the problem.
So hopefully, sorry to interrupt you, Dr. DeSantis. A lot of the times these stories get translated and end up in a Nuevo Herald. So maybe this is one.
They do, but I see his point. It's not like necessarily the people who are watching Univision, the telenovela. So
no, exactly. That, even if it gets into the Nuevo Herald, the problem is those Hispanics that are going to read the Nuevo Herald are not the people that I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, I'm talking about the people who don't read the paper. So those patients that never had insurance for a long time, that they don't even know what to eat, they're clueless and so on. They're not the people who are reading the paper. I think.
Or also, I think the mentality too. I know, because I'm aware of that. Even coming from my family, I've always tended to be thin, and then there was something wrong with me.
Right. True. You're right. But
now, of course, that wasn't thing. But as children, you have to clean your plate. You have to do this. You kind of that mentality where, you have to get whatever para abrirle el apetito.
Yes, right. Because not eating enough and not being chunky, it would have been a sign of disease. I know.
Yeah.
Also, the problem is the standard that we're creating in the new generations is a standard that is heavier. So you tend to have a subconscious standard to which you compare yourself to.
Right.
I talk to patients all the time about this. Whether it's the way you look versus, or you're talking about the way you eat. Mm-hmm. People oftentimes use the term, but I eat very good. Well, compared to what?
Yeah.
So they have a standard. No, seriously, this is not. I'm not even joking or anything. It's an actual reality, right? You have a standard that has been ingrained in you based on what you see around you. Mm-hmm. And then at some point you might think that you're doing something quite okay compared to your standard. So showing people that perhaps the standard we've becoming used to, especially as Hispanics and so on, is not correct. It's not the right standard. So therefore, when you think of eating better and eating less, you have to know what standard to compare yourself to.
Right.
Now, how do you do this? How do you... what I'm talking to you is I encounter this challenge in my day-to-day practice. I'm trying to convey the message to these people. What you think is good is wrong. When you're telling me that yo como un pajarito, right? You're not. You're eating like a beast. Okay.
Yeah.
And I can lose weight because yo como un pajarito. No, you don't como. You don't eat like a pajarito. And you understand? So there's a whole bunch of sociological and psychological aspects to this that actually complicate the matter.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's pretty complex. Well, thank you. This has been very informative. I'm, sometimes it gets scary, psychosomatic, but thank you so much. Thank you, Victoria.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, have
so
a good
much.
rest of the day. Okay.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.